back to another episode of Look Past Limits. We're checking in from our home on water in Vancouver Island in BC, Canada.
In this week's episode, we're going to share with you how we managed to get this boat for free and live here in this beautiful place for the last few months. And if you stick around to the end of the episode, we've got some pretty exciting new plans to share with you.
For our regular followers, you guys know we haven't uploaded a video for about a month now, but in one of our latest videos we have promised you that we will reveal this mystery of how we got ourselves a free boat. So let's dig into that first.
So, as it goes with us, there's always a bit of a story. We'll try and keep the story short, I guess, but we got a lot of messages last time after we told you guys that. A lot of people interested in how we managed to do this. So basically, when we came to the end of the trip, travelling around BC in our truck camper, we told you in the episode that we decided that we wanted to get a job in the marine industry. We liked the idea of transitioning to sailboat life next. We wanted to try and learn as much as we can about boats before we go and buy ourselves a boat. So we thought that the best way to learn about them would be to get a job fixing them. So we went around the marinas looking for jobs. We eventually found this job, but the area where all the marinas are on Vancouver Island is a really expensive place to stay. And we were just never going to make it work to be able to rent an apartment to stay here. So we got the job, and then we were lucky enough to find that one of the owners of the company has this boat which isn't being used for anything. So we somehow managed to work out a deal that we get the boat as long as we work for the company. So
he basically just told us, please just leave it in a better state that you found it, and that wasn't too difficult. And as you've already seen in some of the other videos we made, we gave it a good clean before we even moved on. We done some general maintenance. We fixed as much as we could fix in our time here. So I think it worked out both ways. And also we learned a ton just by living on the boat, even though it's a power boat and we're just in the marina, as well as working on the boats at work and fixing them. We also learned loads just by living on the boat and experiencing it, trying to suss out some of the systems and how things work. So
that was a bit of clickbait, how we got a boat for free. We didn't really get a boat for free. We have been living on this boat for free for the last 4 months now, but it's not our boat. So the deal was that we get the boat as long as we work for the company. And it's been an incredible first experience living on a boat, working with boats, isn't it? It's been great introduction to the marine life and marine industry. But that is something that we speak about a lot together, and to people who we meet when we travel. We've never spoke about this kind of thing on the YouTube channel yet, that how cheap you can actually make travelling. And when we do travel, we travel on a seriously tight budget because we've never earned a huge amount of money before. And then we stop and we work for a while, and rather than getting a super high paid job and having high expenses, we usually opt to come up with something like this. And a lot of previous jobs that we've had, we get a job with staff accommodation, and the staff accommodation is free, and it means that we can save most of the money from our wages, and we use that money to then go and travel on the next trip.
That makes a big difference, and also it saves us the hassle of renting or probably renting a property in a different country. There is always loads of paperwork involved, and you need to stay for a certain time and all of that. So it also saves us a lot to figure these things out in brand new country every single time. So
we knew that getting a staff accommodation as such in a job like this was very unlikely, because it's not the norm, it's not a seasonal position or anything. So we were super lucky to find this where we were able to get staff accommodation as such.
It worked for us, we liked it.
It's been great.
In the beginning,
it was a good opportunity.
We were a bit worried about making it a home. It looked quite far away from that, but we managed to get it to the state that we enjoyed the space, we enjoyed living in it, and we made it ours for those past 4 months.
Yeah. And we've probably already spoiled the we've probably already spoiled the exciting news that we were going to tell you at the end of this video, because you now know that we're talking about this in the past tense, that we have enjoyed living on this boat.
Yeah.
So maybe we just need to break the news to you now before we go on with the rest of the video.
We're moving on.
We're moving on. So the news that we were going to break to you at the end of the video, which you've probably gathered by now, is that this trip is now coming to an end for various different reasons, but I guess boat life in Canada in the winter is probably not the best time to choose to live on a boat. It's been awesome, but it's just cold and dark and
But
wet
how amazing our time in Canada has been.
Yeah.
This have all started in May the 21st when we have flew to Canada, and oh my god, it's been great.
Yeah.
Like the things we've seen, we've never seen anywhere else before. Canada's just so raw and wild, and there is all this wildlife and animals, and I'm just actually thinking that I might see a bald eagle flying over. It's just crazy.
So normal
and
now.
Just so normal, and even living in this marina, we've seen like all the animals just walking about. We've seen otters playing about. We saw seals playing about in the water. I've got a raccoon what comes to my office to have a wash every day, and it's just kind of became normal. But we've never seen so much wildlife anywhere else in the world.
No.
And just this ruggedness of the coast and the evergreen trees and the dark water here especially, and the mountains we saw in the summer. Like, I mean, Canada's been awesome.
Yeah. We can talk more about the trip, but we wanted to just make this episode basically a recap and a catch up on what's been going on. As I say, that's now 4 months that we've lived on this boat, and you guys have only seen a very short stint of that on the last couple of episodes. So we've got some footage to show you from things that we've done here over the last few months with some good friends that we've met through the job and other people in the area.
That's been really good as well.
That's been the best part of it, is the people that we've met, and that usually is what happens everywhere we go.
And when we just base ourselves somewhere for a little while, it's much easier to make friends and to get to know people better. And I think we really made some lifetime friends here, and we're definitely gonna see them again.
So we've just explained everything to you right from the get-go. This is not really how we had planned on structuring this video, but hey ho, it's just turned into a chat.
We're obviously excited to tell you.
So now you know that how we got the boat and that this trip's over, but let's have a look back at the last few months and show you some of the footage and recap what we've been up to since we've been here on Vancouver Island, because what a place it's been.
Another weekend, time to go sailing on another boat again. This time, Delta Wind Bavaria Cruiser 37. It's a beauty. It's last year's model, I think. One of our colleagues from work will take us out. Just a slight change in the weather now. It's end of October, 30th actually. So yeah, higher winds, cold. It's been wet all day. It actually stopped raining now.
Good morning guys, from a very cold and dark Vancouver Island this morning. The one positive is it's not raining today. As we've probably mentioned previously in the episode, the weather's really changed here drastically over the last week, and it's bloody freezing in the morning now. We are finally moving Boogie Woogie, the last dock on the marina, and there's no breakwater here at the north. So when we get northerly winds, this gets really beaten up. Initially we were going to move just from here over to a slip just over there.
Now we're going to another marina just up the water here, just a little bit around the coast. Oil change. the rig helping us. Just joking. They're steering up there. Now there is black smoke coming off.
We knew that the boat was going to smoke a lot, and the white smoke on starting up wasn't so bad, but the black smoke that we're getting now is pretty crazy.
It seems like when we turn the throttle down a little bit, it's better. The black smoke's gone, so we'll just need to go very slowly to our destination, but it's not far.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I guess the new view is not too bad. My office is just right around the corner.
A 15-minute journey up the coast, or what should have taken a 15-minute journey up the coast, took a bit longer in old smoky boogie woogie, but we eventually arrived here safely and we're settled in our new slip here for the winter.
Today's 5th of November and sun is treating us to probably the very last warm day, and it is stunning.
How do you feel about your new home, honey?
Yeah, I really like it here. We also think we will be well more protected at this marina, especially from the northerlies. So it'll be great for the winter. We should stay safe here and hopefully not rock too much.
We've actually got a storm coming in tonight, I think, haven't we?
Yeah, we'll test it out.
So that'll be a good test of how it's going to go here.
Let's walk the docks. The last marina was very beautiful and polished, but this one just has loads of character. Beautiful old boats, all different kinds.
Some really cool sailboats here, eh?
This is one of the boats we have in the fleet. We have been working on this one for a long time. Been doing the bottom job. Steve was finishing it up just yesterday, and Stella Luna was.
This is one that we're quite happy to see go back in the water because it's been a long time in the boatyard.
So it just got launched yesterday again. The owners are taking it to Mexico.
So we're Boogie Boogie's just along here. This is open, you can see some really cool houses nestled in the trees there, perched up on the end of these rocks. And then there's some boats out on mooring balls here, but there's just tons of islands dotted about all around here, and it really makes you feel like you're much more connected to the nature rather than being in a structured marina.
This is our daily walk to the shower block, toilets, laundry room, and here is Ed, our old home. We don't have much else in round about the marina, but this is our local coffee shop. This is the start of the boatyard, and here is the travel lift. what brings the boat in and out.
Quiet here today, nobody's working on a Saturday.
Quite a lot of boats here, and they change every day. I guess it's the busy season for all the boats getting work done.
Time for everyone to come out and get their bottoms done.
Yeah. A big one. Boats of all shapes and sizes. Look at these with all their tents. In this little place you can get old parts. It's called Boat Exchange Place. Yeah, you can pick up pretty much anything here. We have just been speaking to the guy in the boat exchange shop, and he told us that he's got some boats for sales also. So we just walked up here and there is one tied to a mooring ball. That one he's selling for 20 grand. So
we're thinking about buying it.
we've got serious discussion here. Hey guys, today we're exploring the East Sook Park. It's just another weekend, we've got some time off, so we came here with our friends. It was actually on our list when we first came to Vancouver Island, but we just never had time because we started working. So finally we're gonna see Sook and the surroundings. You guys meet our friends and colleagues. This is Daggy and Stu. Daggy works with us in the same company, and
I'm Stu, that's Daggy. In case you didn't know.
Welcome to East Sook Park.
Yeah, we're delighted to show Steve and Vendi East Sook Park, one of our local favorite spots. And if you like to have a look at the map, it's very, very interesting. So here we are at Iron Mine Bay. This is the extent of the park, and we're going to follow this coastal trail, the blue line, for a little ways, and turn around and come back. Should be a beautiful day.
And hopefully see some whales out there.
Yeah, whales, sea lions, little
it's
seals.
beautiful here. So thanks for bringing us, guys.
Most welcome.
There's a little baby seal playing in the water here. Oh, there he's over there now. And here's the girls, Daggy and Vendi, trying to get it to come closer. They're talking to it like it's a dog.
Oh, the dog sees it.
Is that a humpback or a little grey whale?
I think it's a humpback. It looks like humpback too. But I'm not a whale expert.
This could be like this more often at work. Learning how to handle boats. What a beautiful day for it.
Morning guys. It was forecast to be a nice day today and we've got the weekend off, so we decided to come to Goldstream Provincial Park. It's about an hour's drive away because it's the time of year to see the salmon running.
We're actually quite near Victoria. It's not far from Victoria downtown, but yeah, you would not know that you're close to the city. And when we got here, it was freezing cold because down at the stream, it's in the shade, it's in the trees, so we were really cold when we got out of the car.
Car was showing 2 degrees when we were on the way.
So we thought that we would just have a walk and warm up, and then we found this trail and actually hiked up a hill. What is it called again?
Mount Finlayson.
Mount Finlayson Trail, and now we just can't believe the views. It's beautiful up
It's
here.
awesome, and we're a bit warmer now as well.
For sure.
We're sweating coming up the hill, and the sun's out, and there's people sitting at the top here in t-shirts, but it's 2 degrees down the bottom there, so it's pretty cool. We'll show you the views from the top here across to Victoria and out across the coast.
So looking that way is just mountains covered with Douglas fir. And if you look this way, you've got some estate houses and a golf course. And all the way at the back there you could see the city of Victoria. All the civilization this way. So we just run back down the hill. Let's go and see the salmon now.
So here they are. I don't know how well this is going to come out on the camera because we're actually under the bridge here and it's quite dark, but there's all the salmon fighting their way up the river and they're not doing a very good job. It's late in the season now for this, and I think these ones are kind of coming to the end of their life. They don't have much oomph left in them. You can start to see all the discoloration on their scales, and these ones here are probably going to be dead by the end of the day. Those seagulls up there are feasting on the dead ones. Quite an amazing show of nature. Stinking though.
So the reason they come here is to lay their eggs just before they die. So the female make a little pool in the gravel, lay their eggs, and then the male needs to come quite fast to fertilize the eggs. And they actually stay, the little ones actually stay here and grow until like February, and then they make their way into the sea. There's 3 types of kinds of salmon in this river, I think, and one of them actually stays up until a year. The rest leaves like in a few months' time. So yeah, and they actually come back to the same river they've been born before they die. So that's the story. Setting off for a snowboarding holiday.
By ferry.
By ferry. So where are we?
Top of Whistler Mountain.
Top of Whistler Mountain.
Just arrived.
There's our birthday boy. Look at these boards. It's like Christmas came early this year. We just got ourselves some demo boards. Yesterday when we arrived, we were going around all the shops and managed to get a super good deal on these demos.
Morning guys. So we've had a good few days snowboarding in Whistler and we've come back to the boat and we've got more snow here than we had in Whistler. So now we're starting to wonder if we're really going insane living on a boat in Canada over the winter. This is how we woke up this morning. So we've started the snow clearing here on the deck to let us get out. How are you getting on there, honey?
Fine. It's up to my knees.
Morning, mate.
Morning.
And our bimini structure has collapsed. As you can see, there was a canvas up here last night, and when we woke up this morning it had so much weight of snow on it that it's now, there's the canvas and there's the bent frame. You getting there, honey?
Yeah. Making my way to work.
Getting there with the path though. Look at this. And this place is beautiful normally, and we're really lucky to live in a place like this. We do think about it most days, but this just looks incredible. So that's what we've been up to over the last few months, and I guess now we can wrap this video up. It's not only the end of this video, but the end of the Canada trip for us. This is us actually filming from the boat here in January on our last ever day in Canada.
Very last day,
We
and what a day it is.
Leave Canada tomorrow, yeah, and that's the funny thing about it, is that we're sitting here in the sunshine.
Last day, and we're having it beautiful, so.
Yeah, we'll wrap this episode up at that, guys, and you can, as we said earlier, let us know in the comments what you think, where we're heading next. It's been an absolutely incredible time here in BC, and if anyone is thinking about coming and travelling Canada or living on the west coast, we would highly recommend it.
Yeah,
It's
ask us
such
any
a cool
questions
place.
in the comments.
Yeah.
If you want any recommendations, we're here, and hopefully we should have more time again to be creating some good content for you guys when we're not having a full-time job.
Yeah.
So that's our goal for next few months for sure.
So, cheers, guys.
Cheers for watching.
See
Give
you in
us
the
a
next
likes
one.
up, give us a thumbs up and a comment
Yep.
to
All that good stuff. Subscribe and press those
Yeah.
buttons and all these things that we're supposed to say now.
and give us a bet. Where do you think is our next destination?
Let us know.
Let us know.
Cheers.
See you in the next one.